I think I hear...
That makes 3 of us that know this. I know Tevin
Hold
has
on.
it as well.
Oh, wow.
Oh my god. Did you watch Great Balls of Fire?
I did.
Alright, everyone. You're the person I wanted to come up with.
Alright.
So this is now turned into an episode of GodSaw's Turnbuckle.
Okay.
The wrestling video podcast on YouTube, also airing on Twitch tonight. And this is going to be a review for Great Balls of Fire. So,
AKA, he's always going to do his block from now on. He's not going to pay attention to his strike.
exactly. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing. So, you watched the pay-per-view.
I did, yeah.
I watched the pay-per-view. I did live reactions on YouTube for it.
Okay. I gotta get your YouTube channel again, because I lost it.
I'll
Because
give
if
you
you were doing that, if you were doing live reactions, then I would have, like, had that on the background.
Yeah. I've actually got a couple of people that typically do that now. And it's kind of interesting.
Well, it's almost like, doing things like that is almost like the riff tracks of just, like, watching any kind of media.
Yeah.
Because, you ever heard of the Comedy Button?
I think so.
With Brian Altano, a bunch of guys who used to be on
nice.
Games 5, but mostly on IGN, but a lot of them broke off and did their own thing. Anyway, they kind of have like their own types of riff tracks.
Okay.
And a lot of them are free. Some of them, like for the newer movies, you can like pitch $1 and you can listen to them just like talk shit about it.
Okay.
Like I was actually planning on doing it this week because I found out about it like yesterday, and but yeah, because you don't want to go back and see someone's live reaction, like they'll react videos.
Oh,
but if
yeah.
it's live, I'll tolerate it. And
Yeah.
because I know you, it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it is fun most of the time. I won't say most of the time, but some of the time we have someone else come over, which is usually Macho Punk. Daniel's even joined in a couple times.
Is his look the entire time like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, pretty much. Well, the last one he joined me for was the House of Horrors match.
You were probably like tripped out.
I
You were tripped out with that.
I was definitely like,
whoa,
what?
when did wrestling get good?
But yeah.
All right, so Great Balls of Fire. I mean, if we're doing this, then we're doing this.
Well, yeah, we could go off track a little bit every now and again.
Yeah.
Because what was it? We'll go with the first match of the night, which was well, I remember the terms of the order, but I'll go pre-show match with Akira Tozawa versus Neville.
Okay, I completely missed that.
Oh, you did miss it?
Because I decided, you know what? I'm not gonna watch the pre-show because it's gonna be something I don't give a shit about.
But it's Neville.
I didn't know that was the pre-show.
Neville
I would have watched that.
I know. I had to go back and do it. That because I got home a little bit late.
Yes, Forever Delicious. I did join him for that. That's that's one of the ones I happen to see.
Yes.
Just by your reaction,
Again,
I know how everyone else feels about it. Oh gosh!
But it was a good match.
I saw the highlights for that. I'm thinking, okay.
It was a good match with a weird ending.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. The whole aspect of Neville having Akira Tozawa crotched on the top rope, kicking the rope, and then kicking him in the midsection to get the victory was a little lame, I would say. But also, I really did enjoy the match. Matter of fact, I enjoyed most of the matches of the night.
A lot of matches are pretty alright, yeah.
Nice.
So
I'm not gonna lie though, a lot of the time, whenever I watch wrestling now, I'm just playing Fate Grand Order, so...
Yeah.
Like, I was watching Raw today, not Raw, SmackDown today, and it was pretty okay, but it was like, oh, I got that 5-star I wanted, so whatever.
Oh, okay.
But, I did pay attention to, like, when it got good, like an ambulance match for one, but,
okay.
now, what was the first match?
The opening match of the night was Seth Rollins versus Bray Wyatt.
Okay, yeah, that shocked me. I didn't think Wyatt would win that.
Okay. Oh, I got caught. You're absolutely right. I mean, people have been instead of dubbing him the Eater of Worlds, they've been dubbing him the Eater of Pins.
Well, I was gonna say Eater of Dirt because he just gets planted all the time.
Yeah. No, he's usually
or he gets buried all the time.
Again, good enough. I would say good enough match right off the bat.
It was fine, like as a match goes so far, but you know it's not gonna be the end of the feuds, and I just don't care about that feud.
I don't care about that feud either, and that it was like I was looking at it.
Oh,
You almost got it.
Fingertips away.
At least it's only the one now. We had that problem a couple weeks ago. I got rid of the problem. I found the problem and I got rid of it. So there's not much in the terms of bugs.
Delicious says Wyatt needs to get some wins.
Yes, he does.
Oh, you got
Has
one.
he,
You
he's
got one
been
2
doing
days
a
ago.
lot of losses recently.
He eats
Like
losses all
straight
the
losses.
times. He eats,
But I mean, what wasn't he? Was he the heel? He's been a heel for a while, right?
he's technically
WWE's in
heel.
that weird place with him where he's supposed to be the bad guy, but everyone freaking roots for the bad guy.
So the
So-
opposite of Roman Reigns.
Yes,
Yeah.
which I'll talk about.
Although, yeah, we'll get into that.
I'll
'cause
talk about that.
was- yeah.
I'll talk about that one a little bit later.
That made me put my iPad down and was just like, oh, something's going on.
Yeah. So, but with the match itself, I just felt like even while being at the live show, I did the whole Bray Wyatt thing
Yeah.
with my light on my phone, but it's like I don't care about that storyline. And I saw the match was good, but like you saw during I
You
think
just
some
like
people-
Wyatt enough to the point that you want him to win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you also saw during my match, it's like, I just don't care about this. I don't care at all. And I should. I like both of these guys, and they're doing a good match. But I don't care because their story sucks.
Since Rollins has kind of been pushed away from like the main spotlight, he hasn't really been catching my interest.
I'll talk about that one for a Raw review later. Because something happened on Raw afterwards. But, so up next after Seth Rollins and Bray Wyatt, it was Enzo and Big Cass.
Oh, the most predictable match of the game of the night.
And also very well done. It was exactly what it needed to be. It was Enzo going out there and cutting the promo of his life,
Yeah.
and then getting squashed by Big Cass. I mean, it's Big Cass's first forte going heel as a single.
You think someone mentioned one of the announcers? I think it was either Cole or JBL actually. Not JBL. Booker.
Yeah.
They were saying how he's kind of getting what was it? A Bradshaw feel to him, and they're wondering that if he's actually going to be able to be a good contender for the championship, Raw championship. Universal belt is so stupid.
Yeah. Well, name's kind of meh on that. But outside of the match, which, like I said, I thought it was exactly what it needed to be. Enzo had maybe like 40 seconds, if that, of offense, and then it was Big Cass after that.
Yeah.
So what did you think of Cass's Enzo entrance music?
It's gonna change in like 2 weeks. It's his own band.
It has to, because
It's
that
the
was so generic.
You see the same thing with You see the same thing with Shelton Benjamin. You saw the same thing with I can't remember any other tag teams that split off after a while. A whole bunch of people that split off. You saw the same thing with Chavo Guerrero when he went solo. You saw the same thing with I can get one more. But it's like, oh yeah, it's gonna be a variant of. First, it's gonna be a variant of the tag team, like when you saw that previous Monday where they just played at a different tempo.
Yeah.
Then it's just gonna be some basic generic thing that no one's even gonna remember until he actually starts getting some swell. Now that he's getting swell, they're gonna give him a honest, legit Batista.
Yeah.
Third.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna give him a legit song that's gonna either be really cool or meh.
Yeah. That's what I kind of felt like there. So,
It's not gonna last.
I don't think so either. It can't. That music cannot last for Big Cass.
Like SummerSlam, it's probably gonna be something different.
I would hope.
In 2 weeks, it'll probably be something different.
I really hope so, because SummerSlam is like 6 weeks away. They need if he's on that show in some singles capacity, he cannot be going out to that music. So
he's got to do something really cool, and going up against Big Show wasn't really it.
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it was a great opponent for him, and they did kind of plant the seeds beforehand, but don't care.
I think that'll be fine, but that's for a Monday talk. So up next after this was, and I didn't even recognize this until they actually said it. For the first time ever, they did a tag team Iron Man match.
Right, a type of match that was available in the video games for 7 years.
Yes, very true.
But yeah,
Hardy's and Sheamus and
I was
Cesaro.
entertained.
I was entertained.
I was entertained for that. Like I laughed my head off at the first 17 seconds.
Oh, when Sheamus,
and I'm a Hardy fan.
Yeah. So when Cesaro gets in the ring, and they play that smart move like they did when they won the tag team titles against the New Day, where what was it? Sheamus or Cesaro eats a move or does something incredibly smart, and the other just comes in and gets the pin or does the big move.
Oh yeah, sacrifice a teammate for more time on the clock.
So yeah, what was it? Cesaro just runs in and runs right past Matt Hardy, distracts him, and he eats a bro kick in the first 17 seconds, and then they're down 1-0. I thought I don't know how you felt, but I felt the match with the Hardys coming back through the whole thing, having to try to come back the whole time, was a good way of going.
See, it was one of those things where I thought, there's no way in hell this is gonna be like this whole fight is gonna be okay. It's just gonna be that one pin is gonna decide it all.
Yeah.
Because a lot of Iron Man matches, whenever there's always an early decision, and that's always the one decision that makes it.
Yeah.
The one example I can only think of right now was, oh god, I think it was Judgment Day 2010 or 2011. Cena versus Orton. Cena got Orton in an STF in like 2 minutes, and Orton was like, "Fuck it, I'm out." And he was like, Cena was like, "Why?" They're like, "You have to break the hold." And then he gave him 30 seconds. He did it so he wouldn't get screwed up. But Orton ended up losing by 1.
Yeah.
And the entire time I'm thinking, oh, that's bullshit. So I'm thinking they need to keep that. They're going to keep this lead by 1 the entire match, or they're gonna lose it by just that 1, and it's gonna be bullshit.
Yeah.
But they actually managed to keep it. They didn't keep that 1 point ahead of them the entire fight, but they still only won by 1.
Yes.
And that was a pleasant surprise. I didn't see that coming.
The whole aspect of going of them. Oh wow! I just ran right into that. The whole aspect of them going down 2-0, then getting a pinfall, which I think was the first pinfall, or it was their second pinfall. I forget which one. Where they did the tag team maneuver that did the where Matt Hardy did an inside cradle, and then Jeff came in and finished off the pin.
Yeah.
It was absolutely brilliant.
I love that move.
It was absolutely brilliant the way they did it. And yeah, the going down 2-0 and then 3-1, that was, oh yeah, first sign of blood of the night too. Wouldn't be the last.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a very good, entertaining tag team title match. Yeah. And
I'm glad it was an Iron Man match.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that if it wasn't anything like that, then it was probably just going to be underwhelming, but the fact that it was an Iron Man match made it so much more exciting.
Yeah, and I was a little bit worried. I think I got him.
Nah.
Oh well.
This fiend.
Yeah, we have a little fiend in here today. But I was a little bit worried actually on the Hardy side, though I never recognized like how with the shape that Cesaro and Sheamus are in. You cannot tell that Cesaro's like 36.
Is he?
And Sheamus is 39.
Is he?
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like all.
Wait, how old are the Hardys?
39 and 42.
Oh,
Just 42.
At least 10 years on them each.
No.
They're the same age. Jesus.
Yeah, I was worried about the Hardys in that one.
Well, no, because they were saying that age is a factor in that match. They were fucking lying.
I know. But
wow. Okay. They were making it off like that. They were like far younger. I'm thinking, I didn't realize they were
in terms of their in shape and conditioning, yes, they had the true factor, and they look a lot younger than the Hardys.
Well, that's because they've been doing it longer.
Yeah, and
look, didn't they debut when they were 18?
16 technically.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
WWF didn't know that at the time, though.
Of course not.
Oh yeah, they lied about their age, huh?
Oh,
suck.
But yeah, and the final pinfall was brilliant.
Yeah,
I thought Jeff Hardy doing the swanton to the illegal guy.
I had to go back and I'm thinking, because I missed the tag.
I missed the tag too. I missed the tag and
just like I really didn't see it. Like, is this going to be a plot point where they're going to continue this? I mean, but I guess it was a legit tag. Like, I didn't really want to go back into it because like, you know what? Let's just leave it at that. If they really missed the tag, then they'll bring it up the next night.
Yeah, and then of course Cesaro running away after that afterwards was a brilliant move. Getting the and then the twist of fate,
cowardly but brilliant.
Yeah.
What else are you gonna do though? What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do for like the last 20 seconds? I'm gonna try to run. He gets hit by a twist of fate with 3 seconds left, and there was a 2 count. The time ran out. very good way of finishing off the match. Very entertaining Iron Man
If
match.
it had ended in sudden death, that might have diminished it. So I'm glad it ended the way it did.
Oh, what was it? Like I said, I enjoyed that one. The last Iron Man match they did, WWE did. I didn't.
Was it the women's title?
Yes, it was the the last two had been for a women's title in the company, but the Sasha Charlotte one, I liked it, but I did not prefer it over Sasha and Bayley. But this one was a really good one as well. So 2 out of the last 3 Iron Man matches I would consider excellent Iron Man matches.
I think my favorite of all time is still Triple H versus Benoit.
My favorite is actually Lesnar and Angle.
Oh, I didn't know they had one.
Yeah, they had one back in like 2002.
Yeah, that was before I got back into it.
Yeah, they had on an episode of SmackDown as well. They had it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it was and much like that Triple H Benoit one.
Triple H Benoit was on an episode of Raw.
It was on an episode of Raw, and it was the 60-minute version, which is the same thing with Angle and Lesnar as well.
Yeah.
I'll do one more and then.
Switch the character.
Well, no, I'll give it up.
Okay, and then so this actually speaking of the women that we were talking about with Iron Man / Iron Woman matches, that brings us actually to Sasha and Alexa Bliss.
Dang it!
And I'm not gonna lie, I'm finally getting sold on Alexa Bliss.
Yeah, but that takes away your whole idea of who's going to be fighting for the belt at SummerSlam. So, because you were telling me that it's going to be Bayley versus Sasha.
That's how it looked like they were going, but the way they booked Bayley for a while, like it would behoove that character to kind of be torn down to be re-brought back up. And Sasha Bayley should be considered something big, not just kind of a throwaway. At least
that's
I
why
feel.
you say it was gonna be for SummerSlam.
Yeah,
SummerSlam's
that-
WrestleMania of the summer.
Yeah, and that's what it looked like it was going to be. But like the way they booked her during that Alexa Bliss feud, it's like it's just not time. Like maybe they wait for WrestleMania.
Well, no, I remember when you told me that. I'm sitting here thinking that'd be so dumb, but I could totally see WWE doing that. I'm glad that Alexa won.
Well,
it was.
Alexa didn't win.
Well, she retained, I should say. Yeah, I'm
She
happy that
retained,
but
But Sasha wins by count. And I thought the reason why I was getting more sold on Alexa Bliss this time around, the reason why I hadn't been fully sold on her is because her character work's been really good. Her promos have been really good. She's had good matches, but she hasn't had that standout match. And this was the closest one to her having like a standout. I was like, oh, that was actually really, really good with her in-ring work.
Okay, the in-ring work. Yeah, because I'm thinking more about the ending. I totally forgot about the beginning, or like towards the middle, where she faked the injury.
Oh,
but she faked it super well. Where it looked like she popped her own arm out of her sock. Oh.
She's double jointed, so like Sasha doesn't move to the
I dropped everything. I'm thinking, holy shit!
I know. And she had done it.
Why didn't they cut the camera away? What the fuck? It's
And she had done it once before.
Oh, did she?
With Becky Lynch on a SmackDown women's title match. And it's like, I saw it again. It's like, oh, Sasha, you got caught. You got caught.
See, I didn't see it the first time she did it, so I'm sitting there thinking, holy sh...
But
well, we know we live.
Yeah, you know you're live.
But then she just like, like, what? Is she dumb? I guess she is. I didn't do the thing. I'm distracting you.
Well, I had hit a button. I thought I must have not hit it in time.
Might have been too soon.
Might have been too soon there.
You weren't sold. Forever Delicious can't believe you weren't already sold on Alexa.
Yeah, I'm sold on Alexa. I don't know.
For the case of everything, she needed to have a standout match, and this was kind of that.
See, I still don't think that was a standout match, really. But,
it's the closest we've gotten so far to a standout match with her, and I feel like she's definitely improved. Like, stuff she learned down in NXT, and then stuff she learned, obviously, while going up against Bayley in a certain sense. Is that not working? I have control.
Yeah. Oh, controller first, yeah. Might as well.
Yeah, go ahead and get that. So, yeah, I just never been really sold on her all that much. And I'm slowly but surely becoming more sold on on her in general. But we'll see how that one fully goes out. Let's see where they go with this as well.
Lately, Alexa Bliss hasn't actually that. The Raw's women division hasn't really been interesting to me, and
They
that's
haven't
a shame
really
because
had
not Bailey. Alexa Bliss is my favorite, in that roster. So
They haven't really had a decent story. I mean,
yeah, exactly. They haven't hooked my attention. I don't really care what's going on there.
the biggest problem was how they booked the Alexa Bailey storyline. Was her basically when someone's going up against Bailey, they shouldn't be focusing on the aspect of kid. Or it's like she is a grown up that has maybe kid-like tendencies.
She's an anime character.
Yeah, essentially, essentially in that sense. But but the way that it was she's just treated like she's just a little child throughout the whole thing, and that's what turned people off on it to begin with.
Yeah.
At least that's how I feel. It wasn't a matter of the performers themselves having problems. It was a matter of it's one of the few times that I would say it was the booking that screwed that up.
The shows have had a decent story in a while.
Yeah.
I like the Reigns story. The Reigns,
The Reigns Strowman.
Yeah.
That was
I've
good.
been invested in that.
And
Is that the next match?
no, it isn't.
Okay.
Because Dean Ambrose and The Miz is next.
Okay.
And please,
that
it was good. It was
Dean
good.
Ambrose doing the one smart thing, whenever it's one against a stable, and he's just it's like he's playing the literal video game of the WWE, where he's just okay, if I go for a pin now, these guys are gonna get on the rope and so I'm just gonna attack them right now.
Yeah.
So they can't fuck with me. Dean Ambrose being the smart, the actual smart one, he's breaking the game.
Exactly. He's breaking the game there, and
So in that regard, I thought that was cool. I liked it.
I like the match. I want the story to end because it's gone on since SmackDown, and then they came over.
God, you're right.
And it came to full fruition when they got over to Raw.
The grandfather clock was great.
Yeah, that was good. But
Let's talk about the women's division. Okay, never mind.
Okay. He's a little bit behind where we're at right now.
Well, right, we got what's the lag? 12 seconds.
I think so.
Okay. That's the average for every stream. Yeah.
But yeah, and Miz going over was right. It was completely the right move. Don't get that title back on Dean Ambrose. Keep it on the Miz. He's been doing great work.
Yeah.
He's been going back to that
Honestly, when
shoot style promo,
yeah,
kind of.
When Ambrose had it, I didn't care about the belt at all. I was always a Miz fan, but when Ambrose had the belt, I didn't even care who he was fighting. It was just I could skip the match for all I care.
It's not an aspect of I like Dean Ambrose, but when he has the title, it feels like it's secondary.
Yeah, exactly.
It's secondary to the character itself. He doesn't need the title.
Yeah, it doesn't feel great when Miz has it, but at least the plot line is somewhat marginally interesting.
Yes, but I feel like you can tell the title feels more important to the Miz, the character itself. With Dean, it's just a prop to him. With the Miz, it's it's his it's almost like it's his baby.
I don't get that from watching the Miz. What I get is just that the entire time he's basically just saying "nan in the poo boo, stick your head in doo doo," Dean Ambrose, because I got the belt. I don't even want. He's one of those guys who's I didn't even want this belt. I only took it because you had it.
See, that's not what I take from Miz. Miz talks up adding the prestige to the belt and everything in that sense.
Yeah, but he's just talking shit like he's a Miz. What do you expect from someone who's on the real world?
Well, yeah, I guess you could go on that sense of it as well. But it's one of those things. I kind of like it.
Dare I?
Don't hit the monitor.
Okay then.
Missed him. I was actually.
It was just the fly was just resting right on the monitor, and it was just dare I?
I caught him and I let him go.
Why?
I checked my hand if I actually had him.
No, you gravity squeeze that shit.
Exactly. So, what is it? But I like the word.
Slower now. He's fucked.
Yeah.
I had to hold back because I thought I was gonna hit the mic.
So, but yeah, Miz's work is probably his best right now. I would.
It's up there, but I wouldn't say it's his best.
It's on your back, bro.
Okay, just do it. You get it?
Oh, he's.
Oh,
Where?
Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
hold on. All right, back on track.
Are we?
I think we are.
I went for a swat instead of just a smack. I didn't want to like straight up smack your back. And...
If you would have chopped his back, I would have wooed.
Oh,
For some reason, Ambrose
Dude,
doesn't
nice
seem
little-
like someone who needs a little. He needs a title. He's better without one.
Yeah, he's
Yeah, I
better
see
with
that.
that one. So I think this is gonna bring us now to that ambulance match. Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. I don't care what
I really like this feud. Like, this is my favorite
I'm liking
of the
this
whole
feud
thing
and
right now.
everything, but I'm gonna go off and say it in every way, shape, or form. The match itself was very cartoony. It was great.
Yeah.
Just Braun Strowman throwing him around, but also like no selling chair shots. It was amazing. It's like it's like you weren't trying to hit from by that elbow.
All that super armor, man. There's
I
nothing
know.
that's gonna slow him down.
It was just like, you're just, what is this? This is doing nothing. You hit the wrong elbow, sir. And then, of course, like for the entire time, I would say, like, you could tell it was like Roman trying to conquer the monster, be the valiant babyface. Nice jump.
whoa! What kind of jump?
I know.
Jeez.
So, in everything in that sense, even like the face that he gives after he puts Strowman through the.
If the hardcore title still existed, it might be a title for Ambrose. I can see that.
Yeah, but
It'd be too predictable because because they would have that 24/7 rule.
Too predictable? Isn't that what WWE's all about?
think of the most boring thing possible, and they'll probably do it. Though with the exception of this match. I love the finish.
It's been never has a match made me laugh so hard. Like,
I love the
Never?
finish.
oh god.
The aspect
Well,
of Roman
yeah,
wanting to
I can say
spear,
that.
the aspect of Roman Reigns wanting to spear Braun Strowman into the ambulance. Braun Strowman sidesteps him, throws him in there at full throttle, and then shuts the door.
Here's context that you might get. Remember in DOA 3, you might be able to do this in this one too, but DOA 3, if you use Iron A drill kick, but if you just try to counter it, there was no counters for like flying attacks at the time, so you just sidestep it.
Yeah,
But
you can
imagine
do
that on like the falling Lost World stage, and you just sidestep it, and Anya just go woo, and you just dive after her because she fell off the stage.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically how that match ended.
And
And
it was
They both went into the ambulance?
No.
like
Oh.
Roman dove in, like he tried to spear him, like tackle him, and Strowman just like sidestepped, and he flew into the ambulance, and Strowman was like, I win.
That's all you have to do.
Pretty much as soon as someone's in the ambulance and you close the doors, it's over.
Yeah,
It's over.
Okay.
So Roman Reigns basically suicide dived into the ambulance head first, and then Strowman was like, okay, bonk. I
It
win.
was utterly brilliant, and it was something they haven't done inside the ambulance matches yet, and I absolutely loved it. So this brings us
It's like
to,
it was a dumb way to end it, but it was a
No, it
fun
wasn't.
it was a fun dumm way to end it.
It was
like,
the best way possible.
I was thoroughly entertained.
Yes.
I'm thinking, are they really gonna? Oh my god, they did.
it was just entertaining throughout the entire match.
But then that wasn't the end.
That was not the end, because sore loser Roman decided to exit the
No, because even
ambulance.
Roman gets out and he has a look in his face who's like, are you fucking kidding me? And so he continues to fight.
So he continues to fight, jumps out and spears Braun, beats him up a little bit more, and decides to throw Braun into the back of the ambulance. And then he shuts the doors.
Was it really just Braun just completely caught off guard when he did that? Cause
Yes.
there's no way he should have still been able to like trap him in that ambulance.
Pretty much. That was
But,
how they played it off.
It was like, oh, it's still
But-
okay. But then he drives off into the
No,
yeah.
but this is where I continue going here, because now not only is Roman Reigns a sore loser for the way he lost,
Yeah.
but
That's-
he is
I love it.
he's a total dickhead.
I love it. Yes.
Because he
Is
instead
this him turning heel?
To me,
We
yes.
don't know.
To me,
because the following
yes.
night he was just like,
Because the
Hold
whole
on.
WWE universe wants him to be heel. Anyway.
A lot of people do. It's like fully on. Let's hold on that because he turns into dickhead mode because he takes the poor ambulance driver and chucks him out GTA style. Chucks him out of the
That sounds
ambulance
like
GTA
heel,
style,
to me.
and then just starts driving off. And he's
official wrestling business and just throws him out and just takes it in.
He was driving awfully fast for such a short corridor.
Yeah, I could have sworn he hit like a box of something. Like
Yeah.
I heard something get disheveled as he was driving
So
through.
he drives off, aims up at something. They get this close-up camera of that mirror, right? That your not rear view mirror, but the side mirrors.
Yeah,
And Roman
you could clearly see where the tape was inserted.
Yeah.
Where they stopped the live feed and they put in like rehearsed footage.
Yeah,
But it was still cool if you don't care about breaking immersion.
yeah. But like they get this close-up look of Roman pondering what he's about to do.
He's looking like he's about to actually hit a big score.
Yeah.
Like he's about to rob something.
And then he decides to back up the ambulance and commit attempted murder.
Back up the ambulance into what?
Into a semi. He backs up into a semi.
This is heel. There's like
Oh, it gets
he just turned heel.
It gets even better though.
There's no doubt.
It gets even better.
Who's questioning this?
No, and you question. The only way you can really question this at this time is that Braun is technically the heel, and he has been beating the crap out of Roman so much. But this is where Braun turns babyface because as Heath Slater and Kurt Hawkins were going out, and I love how Kurt Hawkins and Heath Slater are like, what did we just see as they made it completely impromptu, like they're taping up and everything in that sense. And then
What, we got a match now? Okay.
and they start wrestling, then they go to a dual screen, and then eventually they
They're
just
like,
go
well, the show has to
backstage
go on, but I know everyone really wants to see that.
So they have like a 2-minute match where the match
They didn't
is
show
all-
the ending.
Yeah, they didn't show the ending either. Heath Slater wins the match, but they don't show.
They just have an audio feed of like you just hearing slams as they're like looking at the ambulance, is like what's going on. But no, you're skipping over my favorite part. My favorite part is when Roman gets out of the ambulance and he's just like, and he's like all beat up because like he just like got into a car accident.
Yeah.
And then like he looks up and he sees Kurt Angle's like,
Who's got the? Yeah, he has this face of bewilderment.
he's like, did you really? What the? And Roman's just like, and he just walks off.
Yeah, he just walks off. So, like I said, and it gets even better. And this is where this is where I said it in live reactions. This is where Braun is face, and this is where Roman is heel. Because when they get the jaws of life and open up the ambulance to get Braun out, he completely refuses medical attention and walks off. Bloodied.
It took him 15 minutes to walk off, but he walked off.
He walked off on his own power.
He was doing like the whole ogre like Frankenstein thing, like leave me alone, and he just like walks off, like lifts away.
And I just threw my hands. I threw my
I
hands
don't
up.
believe you, Delicious.
I threw my hands
Seal,
up.
but it's apparently not. You're denying yourself. Like what?
And like I threw my hands
How
up and I was
like
like, Roman, you're the heel here. You're the heel. He's the face. Deal with it. I will forever consider you the heel.
It feels like it's one of those things where Roman is like, I want to be heel. No, listen. I want to be the bad guy. Let me be the bad guy.
Right, the organization's like,
No.
Exactly. You're like, no, you got some more Superman punches.
Superman punch, spear, sell merch.
Did they make a big fist of like foam arm for Roman Reigns? Where it's just basically, because you know how.
No, they actually haven't made one of those foam fingers. Like
Okay,
that.
or like because I imagine like.
They do have
Dude,
a foam
have some-
finger for the New Day. That's a unicorn.
Yeah, I like that. But no, I just imagine like it would just be basically like one of those Hulkbuster gloves, but it'd just be one.
Yeah.
Like WWE buys Marvel's like surplus of Hulkbuster fists, and they just recolor them to look like Roman Reigns, and then they'll allow you to choose left or right, so that they can double their profits.
So after all this, we still have a main event, which
Oh yeah, did we? That stole the show. I didn't care about the main event.
It stole the show. It stole the show, but that main event,
I didn't care.
I thought it was great.
I didn't care.
It could have gone longer. Brock Lesnar, Samoa Joe.
The match didn't even start till like 12 minutes and like till 8.
They can go past
Alright,
8
get
o'clock.
up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to get up.
Somebody.
He wants to fight somebody. But
But it's just like, oh man, this is gonna go one or two ways. Either it's gonna go like Lesnar versus Goldberg Part 2, or it's gonna go like Lesnar versus Goldberg Part 1.
and I love the start though. The start which happened
Well, it's Lesnar
before
versus
that,
Goldberg Part 1. or
where
Part 2.
Samoa Joe just attacks him as Paul Heyman is freaking doing the introduction.
Yeah.
And he puts him through the freaking table with the Uranagi. It was great stuff. And I absolutely like it.
Yeah, but you know where else we
like
saw? You know where else we saw that? WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So you knew what was gonna happen.
But I
Wait, through the
enjoyed.
announcer table? I wasn't listening.
Yeah, he went through. He put.
Was it the Mexican one?
Yes, it was the Spanish
I
announce
heard
table.
I heard you talking
wait,
about it
I'm-
earlier.
wait,
I'm
Like, when
confused
the
at
show
Lesnar-
first started, you're like,
I'm confused
we
at
just
Lesnar
saw a
Gold-
shot of this table. We know it's gonna get broken.
I'm confusing Lesnar Goldberg with Kevin Owens and Goldberg.
Yeah.
I'm confusing with that, where Kevin Owens just basically like dances around the ring for like
Yeah.
a few minutes before the matches even starts,
But-
and then like
Joe
the fight
showed
ends.
no fear.
no fear at all. That was cool. But
Shows no fear, goes right after him. Lesnar, great facials, great selling throughout the entire time too. He sold it.
Yeah,
great.
he knows how to look like a great now later.
Yeah, and he gets back in the ring and is literally smiling. Like it looks like he is. It's one of those few times it looks like he is legitimately into the actual feud itself with him and Samoa Joe. The
Kind of
build
like
was great.
Kind of like the Lesnar Undertaker match. It was like, this is great, right? And
Yeah.
Undertaker's like, I'm dying.
But like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I would have wished it went a little bit longer, but like Samoa Joe came off looking really good. Like he came off looking like a legitimate main eventer, even though not winning. And I'm actually okay with the aspect of one F5 finishing off the match.
That was fine. Like, we don't need to see like 12 F5s in a row.
Exactly.
But I thought that was fine. Like, the way it ended was okay. But I didn't care after that ambulance mess, honestly.
Like
then again, I was never a Samoa Joe fan, and
Okay.
Lesnar has been completely underwhelming. Like in the 3 years he's been back. So
I
it's just like
wouldn't say completely underwhelming because I would say as of recently, especially with his match with Dean Ambrose at WrestleMania 32, was very underwhelming.
Was he? Did he fight Ambrose?
Yeah, WrestleMania 32, the Dallas one.
I don't.
That was underwhelming.
Wait, was that the one where Rollins cashed in Money in the Bank?
No, that was 31.
Oh.
That
I
was
don't
against
remember
Reigns,
that
which
fight.
which was him and Reigns, and that was actually a good match.
Yeah, I don't remember that fight.
But it was like I thoroughly enjoyed it. I've been wanting to see this match ever since Brock, like when Brock was back, and then Samoa Joe showed up in NXT. It's like I want that match.
Yeah.
Right there, and even though it was 2 minutes of beforehand stuff and 6 minutes of actual match, I was thoroughly enjoyed throughout the entire thing.
I mean, it was a fine match, but maybe it really was just the fact that I did not care going.
You
into
did
that
2 in a row, you crazy bum.
And that's a possibility. Like that's what took me out of the Rollins Bray Wyatt match, which I thought was good, but I really
I
didn't
didn't
care.
I didn't care about that match either.
But I was like thoroughly invested into this, and I thought it just came off as a load of fun in general. So I guess we'll go into the overall. Honestly, I enjoyed the show.
I just want to say something real quick.
Go
I
ahead.
love the fact that since WWE, since WWE is now actively broadcasting in like multiple, much more different regions,
Yeah.
to the point where they're acknowledging it like in the main thing and not just some guys in a booth like commentating.
Yeah.
I love the fact that everyone's getting a turn to become the Spanish announce table and just having their shit pushed in.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They do it every pay-per-view now.
Yeah,
I think they
and
have,
now, like,
they have Russian, French,
Yeah,
Hindi.
Yeah, and one of them is gonna be going. One of those tables is gonna get broken.
They have
And just like, oh, it's just like America! Ah! That's basically it. But at the same time, I think it's really cool. Especially for the fact that, you get moments where oh, they're way up by the stage, but they still got the English announce table still fucked up. So that's a nice
you saw that
surprise.
last night. We did gloss over that a little bit, but the ending to the Alexa Bliss Sasha Banks stuff.
Oh, that was okay. I thought that was Monday. I wasn't sure if that was.
That was on the pay-per-view.
Okay, because I did like that. Like, I was legit shocked at that.
The double knee off of the announce table,
Yeah.
which was great.
Like, and I'm sitting here thinking the way she landed, oh, she fucked herself up.
Yeah, it looked like Sasha could have legitimately messed herself up doing that, and she did kind of bust open Alexa Bliss.
Right.
Doing that.
Well, no, I thought she was good. Like, oh, she fucked up both her knees. Like, oh shit.
But yeah. But like I said, a lot of blood, oddly enough. Well,
Huh.
guess what this pay-per-view was supposed to be called before they called it Great Balls of Fire?
Not Bad Blood, but
No, it was actually Bad Blood.
Oh, it was Bad Blood. Because I found out from a friend of mine back in Connecticut that it was actually supposed to be in Hartford. And he was pissed because he was going to get tickets, but until they made the change to make it Great Balls of Fire in Texas.
Yeah.
And so he was like, that was a really good pay-per-view. I'm pissed that it wasn't in Connecticut. Because I could have gotten tickets.
Oh,
It was-
man, that's a bummer.
It was a fun pay-per-view.
Oh, it was pretty good.
I would say some endings were very sketchy, but
Yeah.
it was fun to watch.
That's because next is Battleground. But then it's SummerSlam.
Yeah, Battleground in a couple weeks, and then SummerSlam and everything.
How often do they do pay-per-view? Is it twice a month?
At this
Now
point,
it is.
it's every 2 to 3 weeks.
Because of
brand
the
split.
brand split.
Yeah.
Like last Great Balls of Fire was Raw brand, while Battleground's gonna be SmackDown brand.
So every month, one show has like one set of people has to do a pay-per-view.
And then when
Except for like the 3 big ones.
the 4 big ones.
Four big
So
ones.
you're gonna have the
Royal
4 big
Rumble,
ones, which are
SummerSlam.
Royal Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series.
Right.
And those will only have one pay-per-view that month.
You don't think they'll do bragging rights again, do you?
Oh, they probably will.
Because SummerSlam, I'm not SummerSlam. Survivor Series is so much cooler.
I like Survivor Series. They might do that. Honestly, I don't know. But yeah, overall, I enjoyed the show. I gave it a thumbs up on a few polls and everything in that sense. I thought it was good.
Well, if this is a pass-fail type thing, then yeah, it definitely passes.
It definitely passed.
It passes for the ambulance match alone.
Oh yeah. It also passes. Like this pay-per-view already passed for me just based off the fact of the name itself was hilarious, and they got the Jerry Lee Lewis song to go along with it.
You're the only one who likes that name. Although I am glad that they got the song with it. But my favorite was the Twitter hashtag all night, where it wasn't like hashtag Great Balls of Fire or hashtag WWE Championship. It was hashtag like bad camera angles, where it was every single time like someone caught a glimpse of it. It was basically like some form of eat balls.
Yeah, eat balls of fire, or better yet,
When Big Cass came out, it was like
big ass.
yeah.
Oh my
Because he
gosh.
covered up the sea. It was great. It was good stuff.
Like, that was my favorite. That was the only time I've ever been on Twitter, like, at the exact same time.
But yeah, that was. Well, like I said, I like the name of the pay-per-view based off the hilarity of how bad the name of the pay-per-view is, and the fact that they were in on the joke and got the song to go along with it. I was okay with it that way. If they didn't do any of those things, I was like, why are you doing this?
They gotta make more, like, pay-per-views based off music, and then just, like, have nothing but JoJo themes.
But yeah, I think this is where we're gonna, in this sector, obviously we're gonna continue on the stream, but this is where we're gonna end the GodSaw's Turnbuckle for the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view.
That works.
I thank you guys for
You got
watching
nothing
that.
else. You got nothing else to talk about with Great Balls of Fire?
Not right now.
That's it? Oh, you got more to review.
I've got a raw one to do at some point, which I'll do later. In that sense, this one I'll have to download the video and
Just rip the
edit.
audio.
Huh?
You can just, like, rip the audio.
Oh no! What I'll have to do, because I'll keep the game audio in.
Oh, okay.
This is just gonna be a little something different for the actual thing itself. And
When you do your videos, is it like face cam when you're just talking into the camera, or is it just audio and you have like footage?
it's just me into the camera talking.
Okay.
You can't.
So it's not like it's more like a visual podcasting more than just like less audio, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because if we are done about Great Balls of Fire,
Which I've still got to fully do the outro. So
right. But
peace out.
Oh,
And
sorry.
have a good one, guys. And we will see you guys for the next one, which will be... Well, obviously my next review will be Raw, but a couple weeks down the road, we'll have Battleground. I think I'll be doing live reactions to that, and it should be a little bit of fun to go along with that one, too. Peace out, guys.